guys, welcome to another episode of Have a Drink with Me. And my name is Ada, of course. We already know this. But I've got my industry big sister with me. I think my very first recollection of this person is on a singing TV show. And I remember I was biting my nails alongside my father, trying to figure out whether her or the other contestant was going to be the one to be crowned the winner. And I didn't in a million years think I would ever have the opportunity to sit on a couch or anything like that. But guys, it's Omawumi! Yay! Why you be like person with a fear? Wow! And they fear. Yeah! She said, what's happening?
I don't know. The way you did do it, let's say you won't carry stick by your side, take nothing.
No. Yay! The very first time I remember, it was the one I remember properly was the finale of Idols. And it was Timi Dakolo, it was you.
You have to be specific. West Africa.
West Africa, but
yeah, not
it was
Nigeria.
Like, my dad is a big fan of singing competition shows.
Oh, nice.
And he was like, look, you know what, regardless, whoever wins, he's okay with it. He's comfortable with it. And moving forward, you released music that, again, me and my dad have bonded over you so much because my dad likes that sound.
Oh, I should date your dad.
He's a, what do you call it?
He's a zaddy.
He's a zaddy with a Z.
Oh, I can't, Dad, because, matrimony, but, know, if I were not, know.
It was very interesting because you have such a peculiar sound, I think. And a lot of people may have started at having the sound you have, but you're the only one I see that has stayed consistent to that and has not tried to commercialize and make it what everybody is bumping to. You have a niche and you are flourishing in that niche and comfortable in that niche without needing to add what you think. Oh, you're not one of those people that, okay, if your sound is high life, for example, you're not one of the people that would say, oh, my piano is super popping. I'm gonna add my piano to my sound. You're in your own lane. I mean, you have that, but you're not doing it from a place of I need to make the numbers. There's no desperation to your craft.
No.
How do you manage that in an industry where it seems like one song is trending for literally 2 days because that's the popping sound, and the moment the sound changes, that song is gone? How do you manage that?
Well, I think that I've been blessed to be in an environment where music has changed. Because I was born in an environment where music changed, but I wasn't a part of it.
Because you were young?
Yeah, because I was young. Now, I thought that the way the music changed from
that sound
to the Two Faces and
the Afrobeat
being born sound, and then thankfully I became a part of that revolution. And, without wanting to toot my horn.
Toot it!
No, we are not tooting.
Okay.
So I was some sort of a revolutionary, like one of the people that, like one of the people, especially in my gender, not genre.
Okay, gender as well.
That propelled, the movement. I feel like, I feel really blessed to be in that place. But one of the things that I have always done, anytime anybody listens to, from my first album to this, I've done like my 5th album.
Yes.
So anytime anybody listens, they're like, please, madam, what genre do you sing? And I'm like, Omawumi genre. So the thing is, because of how I grew up and where I grew up,
right,
I was exposed to multiple genres of music. So initially when I started out, I did not understand what I was doing, but now I do.
You do.
So what I now know is that what is distinct is the Omawumi sound in every genre of music that I enjoy. So most people try to, because when I go into soul and jazz, I lose myself there. Most people be like, Mom is a soul and jazz artist. When I go into high life, I scatter body there.
You enjoy
then
the
people
music.
Be like, okay, mommy is a high life guy, buy me Bottom. Oh, mommy is a high life artist. No. And then when I go into if I go into reggae, everybody will be like, it's a lie.
She's that artist.
Do you understand? Because I did, because I have a couple of reggae songs, which my core fans always love and enjoy. But I covered Adele's Hello.
I saw that.
And everybody was like, whoa. So the thing about my music is that the only thing I can tell you that is distinct about my music is me.
That's the you factor is what you bring into it. And I think that comes from knowing you.
Oh, yeah.
Because I see a lot of artists, now I'm not just talking female, even though it's more peculiar with the females, where they feel like they need to sell a particular type of market to have people buy into their sound. But do you think that is attributed to not knowing yourself and your sound and what you're comfortable in? Like you said, you've tagged it the Omawumi effect, where you can add that to every single type of music that you do, and that shines through, as opposed to trying to fit the Omawumi effect into reggae or high life. Do you think a lot of people, artists, both male and female, struggle with that?
Well, I wouldn't really know what people struggle with because I'm not in their shoes. However, Initially, I used to be of the same school of thought of progressive music, non-progressive music. This person is doing bang, bang, dum, dum. This person is not. This person is doing real music. This person is not. And then when I got to the point of nirvana with regards to music, you know, because the more you grow, the more you see this thing. So when I got to that point, I realized that there's no blueprint.
Everybody's on their own journey.
It's art. There are no rules. Just the same, like there are no rules. A sculpture and an artist can come and they can give you landscape. They can give you photo. They can give you abstract. They can give you anything. And then you as an art lover, you go there and you take what you want.
It expresses different things to you.
So when people will now say, Omawumi, this person is a real musician, or these people, they are not real musicians, you are a real musician. I'll be like, my brother.
That's your interpretation.
That term is very wide and long. So to answer your question, I appreciate all types of music. But the reason why I have been in this phase is because art is true. Art is truth. If you can't lie with art.
No.
Because there's no such thing. And the problem is that the moment you lie with it,
people can tell.
Not people can tell. They don't really need to tell. You can tell. Do you understand what I mean?
It's a personal journey.
It is. So, like, for example, if you're an artist and you are not authentic in the art, but you like, for example, I know how to paint a wall gray, but I usually like painting black. So you can paint a wall gray. It's beautiful.
Right.
Everybody will like it. But you, the original artist, who likes black, will see a gray wall and you will still not feel the contentment. However, gray wall is what is reigning. Exactly. So to answer your question, I feel like artists should be more true to themselves because it is your honesty and your truth in your art that makes you stand the test of time.
Test of time. You have had songs that...
Chef, we don't need ceremony to drink.
I want to cheers to you. They say if you don't cheers and look each other in the eyes, 7 years of
lie. Lie.
I beg, please look me in the eye.
Yeah, I can't afford it. You are going to be okay. I look you not. See, this is how I am.
Please now. I'm a problem in this episode. So you've made music that has transcended. You know, what is very interesting for me with people who make music like you is I did good.
Nice.
What I like is I'm somewhere, they're playing the music that is popping at the moment and whatever. And you hear Ogabami, but everybody loses their cool. How do you know, do you even know when you make a song, or did you feel it when you were making a song like that, this song is gonna transcend
so here's the thing. I think that, when people say, nah, God, you look like minimal eye, like, you're just trying to wash. But the thing is, in the beginning, I didn't have that much of a direction. I just had a hunger. And the hunger was, I need to get to where I feel I'm need to be.
Yeah.
So I had the luxury of creating my sound, making my music, and having people around me who could, get that understanding, like producers and all of that would be like, okay, Omawumi, this is what I think you are doing,
should sound
and
like,
then let me take it from there. But with Bottom Belle, it was originally done by Herbert Udemba. God rest his soul.
Interesting.
Yes, and I listened to the song. I wanted to remake an old song to bring back nostalgia.
Right.
So when I delved into that song, I was just gone. And then the beautiful part of it was, the part that really resonated is the chanting.
Yes.
So, Kokoma, Astamba, thank you. So I knew that I wanted to feature Flavor on that song.
Oof. Best choice.
Yeah. So, and because he was the high life, he is the high life king.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, I know Flavor will come with some but
yes, that was his sound at the time.
Yeah, so I said, Omawumi, you will not be found wanting. So I didn't know what to put. So I sent the song to Flavor. Flavor had voiced his part. By the time he came back, it felt empty to me.
This was all before this part you're talking about joined the song.
Oh. Huh. By the time the song came back, I was at... Meanwhile, guess who produced the song?
After the first person who did?
No. One person produced the whole song. After the original
author of the song.
Herbert person. Yeah, Herbert Udemba. It's an old song. I remade an old song.
Yes, I'm saying.
Who produced this new song? So Soberekon. So.
As in?
So. Soberekon. Black So.
First of all, I didn't even know he could do that.
So that's why he's a producer and a musician. But a lot of people don't know that. When you hear the song, the moment, if you go and play Bottom Belle from the beginning, you hear Soberekon mad skills. It's So that produced that song. So was like, Omawumi, you need to go and,
zhuzh this up.
Zhuzh it up. So I was frustrated. I got home. As I entered the house, I just gave birth then. So as I entered the house, my mom was holding my daughter and was saying, oh, Omawumi's baby. Oluwatosin baby.
No way.
Kokoma, Astamba. Grandma like his baby. Grandma worries baby. I swear. So as I entered, I heard her. I was like, Mommy, you just gave me the intro.
No.
Yes. I was like, Mommy, where did you hear this
vibe?
This
because
thing
that's
that
a vibe.
You're giving. She was like, because Omawumi's baby.
Yeah, that's
Oluwatosin is my husband's name. Baby. Grandma like his baby. Grandma worries baby. We all know that.
Where all her
but she was not like Kokoma, Astamba. I was like, Mommy, where did you get this? She was like, when we used to go clubbing in Ghana. Me and your father. And I was like,
wait, hold up, what?
Ooh, okay.
Y'all were getting lit.
Okay. And that was where it came from. So I went back. I said, so I have the
intro.
The intro to the song. And then that's how we did it.
That's very interesting because it's like, we always say Afrobeats. And what is beautiful about it is, for example, that song, which is, as far as I'm concerned, one of the Hall of Famers in the sound.
Thank you.
Came from an inspiration from somebody going clubbing in Ghana. It just shows
somebody going clubbing in Ghana in the
Yes, yes.
60s and 70s.
I wasn't born, y'all.
You were not even
I wasn't conceived.
In fact, the people who slept to conceive you
were not. I don't think they knew
toddlers.
each other. That is very interesting because it shows a wide range. Because I feel like with where Afrobeats and music is now in Nigeria, certain sounds are getting exported, and it almost seems like, oh, Nigeria is the only one making this thing. But there is so much extra infiltration from so many different places around Africa that is making that sound.
It will be foolhardy for anybody to think that Afrobeats
is just us.
The Afrobeats, but you know, we put the S.
Yes.
Now, because the world has given us a genre.
Yes.
Which we do not readily accept. But you see that thing that they've given us, let's make it work for them to understand.
Right.
That in itself does not encompass African sound.
It doesn't actually.
It does
because
not.
You have Afrobeat, and then lately, there is Amapiano that has something. There's something.
Listen. Before Amapiano, there was Kwaito. Are you going to now call that Afrobeat, music from Africa? Okay, so are you going to call souk or music that Kizomba people dance to? Are you going to call it Afrobeats? Are you going to call Ghanaian high life? Bong bong, dididin, bong bong. Are you going to call it Afrobeats? Listen, let's not even go there because I'm very sentimental about that. Now, what breaks my heart is that the international community, especially the Black international community,
lumps it all up.
And they shouldn't.
It's the same way they say, oh, I'm African. Or are you from Lagos?
I see. So the thing is, if you are going to, I'm not saying that be learned. It's just a very tricky situation.
It is.
Because
some of them don't even know.
No, let's move on from that. It is a tricky situation.
So,
do you mind?
No, please have a blast.
Excuse me. You know, sir, the multi where we're.
So I'm here for it. So you are one of the few women in this industry who have stood the test of time.
Oh, what do you mean by one of the?
You've transcended from being just, because a lot of people went on all these voicing competitions and didn't quite.
Yeah.
They had the star power at that time, but
I'm not trying
songs.
To bite you. We'll get to your question. But the thing is, in my room and my, mentality, my space, I don't know about one of the. I don't know about. I'm always the.
Okay. Exactly. I'm going to rephrase, ladies and gentlemen.
No, you don't need to rephrase, but just go to the question.
Right.
Because normally, if you say you are one of the, I understand that I have peers, and there are people doing amazing things. But I usually concentrate on my accolades and how amazing
you are. I mean, look at this. So, how was it? Because even abroad, right? People find it difficult. You've been on this talent show. You've been on this where you've had the time to shine. People are invested in your story. It's almost like reality TV to a certain extent. How did you transition so successfully from being just, oh, yes, she was Omawumi that was on this, into releasing music that people were still... Because the thing with your type of reality TV show is next year, there's another set.
Yeah.
So how did you manage to stay consistent where you were able to not now be only remembered? In short, it's not one of your fewer accolades that you were on that show because you've done so much more that has topped that people, they know you were on the show, but it's not your identity anymore. How did you make that transition?
I can tell you for free that it wasn't carefully thought out. So it's not like, I thought
this is where we are going.
And then I said, aha. That's where you see the divine power in play. The divine power in play is the person that decides that, Eloma, this is not where you're going to go.
You just...
So as much as I am, blasé and all of that about stuff like this, I always, whenever I get the opportunity, I tend to talk about, the transition, the Rema. So I I'll shorten this for you because I know you don't have time. So I went to one of all those 31st services in Port Harcourt.
Crossover.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you the history
behind why you went to 31st.
And how. I swear down, because at some point there was an angel in that situation that,
just directed you go this way.
But I got there and the woman was preaching and then she said, you shall see greater things than these. And you shall see greater things than this.
And for you, the greater thing at that time was what?
It was just, sister, I was living in my brother's house in a 2-bedroom in Port Harcourt. The ceiling was leaking. I was looking for money. Law school fees was 107,000 naira at that time. I didn't have 3,000
to your name. That's 104 hanging.
No, even how? Like, come on. Like, I was in Port Harcourt, I was in Alliance Francaise because I was waiting for NYSC and law school.
Law school, yeah.
And I, too, was like, you know what? And for everybody. So whether it had come or it would not come, because the opportunities were far from me, I just let everything go. So I went to 31st. My brother was like, okay, let's go to, you want me to bring this story out now.
Yes.
Bottom line is that I went to this church. The woman was preaching and then she said, you will see greater things than these. And I held on to that Rema. It was more of the Rema. Because you go to church every day. Some days you go to church, some days you go to church. I consider myself a church prostitute. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, the only one I know they do now, they make a wear uniform, which is Aladura. But if they are preaching the teachings of Jesus, I'm there. So I went to church and then I got this Rema and then I held on to it. Like, everybody has that experience of holding on to something.
One thing.
Even if it's not the word of God. Somebody, you go to like a retreat or a symposium
something
or something.
Shall hold
somebody
you.
says something and then you hold on to it. So that's how I held on to it. And then when I transitioned from being somebody who had only like 4K to a millionaire, 24 hours, overnight. And then overnight, madam, hold on. It wasn't in church.
No, maybe the Rema will Rema.
No, it was subsequently like I was in the idol's house where they kept us, and I started reaching out to people like, please, I need support. Just the way you have this Big Brother people looking at.
Oh, yeah.
So everybody was looking for support, like people to vote for me. Why am I using an accent to talk? Anyway. I now reached out to somebody and that one.
The wine is accent.
So I reached out to someone and then he was like, how much are you winning? Oh, how much are you winning? I said the prize was $10,000 and a Kia Picanto.
At the time?
At the time. And I said, it's $10,000 and a Kia Picanto. And the next day, somebody brought an envelope and the what was written on it is, you are my winner. And it was $10,000.
So I'm not sure.
I was taken aback. I spread the money. We have to keep quiet too. I spread the money on the bed. You are shouting now because of the $10,000 you are transferring it to this naira.
Money.
No, this was 2008.
It don't matter. Even at that
2007 actually.
Wow.
So it was something for me to.
Please, my helper, if you are watching. My prize money for this show is I'm on $10,000 now. 10,000.
No, it cannot be 10,000. You need to dig deeper. So the thing, honestly, because the woman was like, God is going to move you from glory to glory. If you don't believe. So for the rest of my life, I've always had something that you call a blind conviction.
It just has to work out.
Exactly. I have faith blindly. So when it doesn't do what it's supposed to do, when the Holy Spirit nudges me to another place, I delve in there with my full spirit because I'm that kind of person. I don't believe I'm not a lazy person. I love to work
You work hard, yes.
However, what I'm going to say is that I'm so grateful for where I am. You know, a lot of people ask questions like, what are you doing? Why are you slowing down? Everybody's moving.
Everyone's pace is different.
To each his own. I'm bawling. I'm grateful that I can have my family, my children, and we can catch trips and have fun and gist.
Without anything clouding that.
They don't even, there's no hope or agenda. There's nothing, because I don't know how, because I'm sure your next question is going to be, oh, you don't put your children on social media. They don't, their own is,
mommy. They don't know that they don't care that their mommy is Omawumi. This is my mommy.
No, my daughter used to at some point. Well, it's just the enjoyment. Like, I wouldn't swap this for anything else.
Me and you have had conversations where we've spoken about, the industry and what a lot of people are doing, in quote, to be where they think is the shiznit.
Mm-hmm.
What was very interesting for me was you had spoken to me 2-3 times about gigs you turned down, and I heard the price. And I'm like, wait, for somebody to be able to turn down that amount, they're raking in much more. And what I think a lot of people don't realize is you're not a flashy person in terms of what you're making, what you're netting, how much you're charging. But there's people on the internet that, they're driving the Bugatti, they're driving the Benz. And what I'm going to tell all of you that you may not know is you may think because she's not showing it, she's not making the bag.
I didn't send you anything. He fell down. There, find it.
Okay, so
keep it in the fridge.
Uh-huh. All I'm gonna say is not everybody is the social media Gen Z generation that feels like, if I don't post beside a Benz today, and if I'm not carrying the Gucci and the Fendi and the Prada, I'm not making it. Because you came in at a time where it was purely talent. Unfortunately or fortunately or whatever, it has transitioned now to lifestyle plus talent.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's not. But you made a name for yourself long before that became a thing. So you're okay. Anything on one reason.
Either way, let me tell you, people, we always have conversations like this every time. My friends and I, they'll be like, why, what's going on?
Why you not show them?
Yeah, so what I do is I make them understand that the happiest time, calm down.
No, I don't calm.
My happiest times, aside from when I came into my nirvana in
yourself,
this point, my happiest times was when I was the brokest.
Because there's also hunger.
There's this, I don't want to delve, I don't want to go back. But the thing is, anyhow way day, as long as you have life,
you can move.
I was in Ambrose Ali University. There was a day I was so hungry. There was no food in my house. I had no money. But my friend was in my house. She also was broke. We're all broke. We're now like, okay, you know what? She now said, I have Gary in my house. I said, you have Gary?
We move
because
now.
Normally you say you have rice. We can go and catch leaf. What stew? Catch leaf, find crayfish, borrow me one Maggi. We've cooked
a concoction rice.
But she now said, you know what? I have Gary. I said, we trekked from my house about 2 kilometers to her house. And then we saw the Gary. There was cold water in the fridge. We soaked the Gary with cold water. We were happy. The kind of joy.
That's a vibe, in quotes.
That I got soaking Gary. If you bring the kind Chinese now, it's
not going to be the same.
It's not going to be the same. Because the level of thankfulness and gratefulness that I was at that time that I saw food, it doesn't happen like that now. So what I'm trying to make you understand is that as much as I'm grateful for now, I recognize those years.
They were the formative ones.
I don't forget them.
Right.
And so because of that, nothing can make me feel like
you haven't put in the work or you haven't done it.
I'm starving. Your silver, your gold, your diamonds, they might be amazing. And I'm sure they are. And maybe if I have the money, I might wait to purchase. We don't rule it out.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I'm content.
That's one thing I would describe Omawumi as a person as. The word content. She's not trying to be out of her lane. She's not trying to do anything to appease the media. She's okay where she is.
I'm content.
And she's living her best life, okay? Living her best life.
I'm blessed with amazing children. They might not be geniuses that are, but they are mine. They are yours. And then they, so I'm blessed.
I didn't think I would connect with you on the level that I did, but I remember there was one particular conversation, aside from that day, in Bolivar, where I was down and out. I just quit my job.
Yeah.
I did not have prospects. I did not know where I was going.
And then you were going to
go somewhere else. And I remember one of the people that said to me, because let's be honest, this industry, it's very hard to find what we have been able to find in terms of you don't feel threatened by me. I don't feel like I can't get to where you've been. There's genuine love. And I struggled with that for so long. I mean, when I called you to come on this podcast, I didn't ask 2 times. It was I said, it's something that I cherish, and I honestly wish every single young person coming into the industry is able to be like, you know what? I get one way, if you rough, if you tight,
but
I can call. But a lot of people don't like to be you for other people. Why do you think that is?
Well, I don't know, and I can't really say. But what I can tell you is that I've been blessed to have those type of people around me.
Right.
And
so
as
you want
I'm
to be
living
that.
here now, I'm going to call one of them. I have like multiple egbons. Like, I'm not joking with you. If I'm counting, they can be like 15 or 20. So the unmarried one that says, the married one that says, the married one that says, the upwardly mobile one that says, you are dulling. Like, I have all those people around me that are constantly challenging
putting you in check.
That be like, what, Mommy, what are you doing? And then I'll have to explain myself. Auntie, I need to take a breather. I'm not releasing an album till next year, September. For what? Are you broke?
Valid
swear
question.
Down. And I'll be like, I'm not. Because if you are, let us know. I'm not broke. I say this, I have some aunties, some of my bones will be like, Mommy, your daughter is almost going to 4. You have been dating this boy for this long. If it's the marriage, let us contribute.
Let's pack up.
Like, no.
It's really not that.
It's not that deep. We're just waiting for the right time. So I've been blessed. And funny enough, there are notable women that that have been part of that. So I always try to encourage younger people, younger women, like, you need mentors. But if you are not upwardly mobile, you cannot go to a mentor dry.
If you didn't see something here,
that you could polish. Exactly.
There's no point.
You cannot go to a mentor and be bang bang dum dum, empty vessel.
No.
So the mentor has to see something and say,
I can see me in this.
Do you know? Go and check if you can. My Instagram, Insight, Kekeni. My followers are more of women than men.
Because you're one of the few people I can say you can go to their Instagram. Again, the word contentment, where in a space where a lot of people are packaging,
everybody will be okay. Packaging.
Everybody will be okay. Packaging, but you also pull in a niche of young women who really are hardworking, want to do what they love, and just keep it pushing. Some people are not looking for the recognition. They just want, if I want travel tomorrow,
everybody will be okay.
Yeah. Make I get money inside my account.
Travel. Yeah.
Travel.
Yeah.
When anybody know as I travel.
People in my car.
That's it. Some of us, that's what we're looking for.
We need to understand.
That level of mentorship needs to be available. Because right now, I'm sorry, but what's out there is Gucci, Prada,
my
Fendi,
dear sister, this has been going on for the longest of times. But as much as you are making out these conversations, you need to recognize the ones who have been diligent in their work.
Fair.
Also, you need, rather than cast down, there should be a bringing up. So rather than say, sister, you're Fendi and whatever, you are just there flossing, abusing, your language should be, these things are valid. However,
no, I understand it, but it's not my pee.
I know your platform going forward, as you are doing all of this, whenever you are talking to women, you should always give them, like, not you should, I'm talking to anybody generally that is listening to me. You have a platform, it's not to put women down. And especially those women, because now from sleep, then they know that.
Now condition.
You understand? Yeah. So now then know waiting don't happen.
See we make them.
So yeah, we need to consider that.
So guys, stream every song she's ever done.
Yes, please.
Watch every movie she's ever been in. She was in a movie in December. I had another guest on the show who was on the movie she was in as well, Palava. You guys go check it out. But I
was also in Brotherhood.
So she was a police superintendent.
I don't know.
But she's one of the people I'm so thankful for. There's never been a day where I've called her and it's not been almost, oh yeah, you distress me, but what do you need? She's one of the people that can keep me in check, that constantly encourages me.
Oh yeah, keep her in check.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, Auntie. I love you. I'm thankful for you.
God bless you.